What's going on, guys? Holy crap. Who would have ever have thought? So I basically was resigning. I don't have my mic on. I'm just kind of doing this. I'll document the journey tomorrow too. So sitting here essentially dealing with DJI, and they basically said I had to pay $11.89 for my flyaway coverage. They weren't buying anything in my logs, that I didn't crash it or have control of the drone, blah, blah, blah. But regardless, it was going to cost me basically $11.89 to take care of the drone and get a new one back in my hands and probably just sell it. And just kind of hanging out on my couch watching, what was I watching? I don't know. I was watching some goofy show like Blue Bloods or something, just chilling, trying to figure out a game plan. And I got a call from one of the building engineers of the first building I actually looked at. So I guess I was kind of honing in on the right building. And the engineer actually went onto the roof, but he didn't see it. And I left them my business card, and I left business cards with basically every building around that area, saying I lost the drone because I didn't have anything on my drone. It was pretty much brand new. I should have had my FAA sticker on it, but I didn't even get that yet. So regardless, got a call from the engineer saying he found two drones, not only one drone. So I guess he found a Mini 2 as well. And then he had the Mavic 3, which was mine. And, kind of validated everything. He sent me a picture of the drone, and yep, it is a Mavic 3. I can't see the Cine on the side, but I doubt anyone else crashed a Mavic 3 into that area. So, I don't know. I said a prayer to St. Anthony. My mom always does. And it was just kind of one of those things. I swear to God, there's some magic to it. It's bizarre, but really, really tried hard. I went down to the city 2 different times to try to look for the drone. And lo and behold, I got a call out of nowhere when you're least expecting it. And now the drone is actually on a 3-story ledge, a window ledge. So it's on a 3-story ledge building where the windows don't open on any floor until the 7th floor. So right now my drone is sitting on a ledge in the city. Thankfully, the weather isn't horrible, but it doesn't really matter. The drone's probably pretty trashed. But regardless of that, at least I have the physical drone, and now I think my charge for the Cine replacement is $289. I got to pay a window washer $135 cash to go and retrieve the drone because I physically can't get it. And I don't want to, piss off the engineer, and he was really kind and nice. And actually, a good part of this whole experience was how much people came together and helped me out. There's some negative people saying stuff too that isn't so nice, but the majority of people in Chicago, I had like the superintendent of that whole area. So many people wanted to help out and kept their eye out for the drone for me and reached out. So kind of a cool thing. Not all assholes in this world. There's still some good people out there. And even this engineer was kind enough to remember my name and my number and had my card or whatever. I think I left my number with some people because I ran out of business cards. But totally out of the blue call. And yeah, the Mavic 3 is sitting there on a ledge now torturing me. Yeah, I mean, on the map, though, it was showing all different areas. In theory, it should go to your home point, but it didn't go to my home point. And it was in sport mode, apparently. And I wasn't in control of the drone, so I had no idea where the drone was even heading. I couldn't even see it. But it's on a 3-story ledge right now, as I said, torturing me. I have to be patient. I couldn't sleep last night because DJI sent me some info on where they thought it would be, and I went down there today, but it wasn't there. I had 2 different building engineers. Again, the engineers are really pretty friendly. It's nice that they did that. They went and looked on the rooftops. Yeah, thanks, Larry. Appreciate it. I mean, at least it's not going to cost me $11.89, but thankfully, it's going to cost me $289 and then $135, so under $400, and it's a definite learning lesson for me. I don't know what I'm going to do with this Mavic 3 Cine. I probably will not keep it, honestly. I just don't have a lot of peace of mind with this drone anymore. And regardless, I mean, I'm kind of excited. I'm hoping DJI can retrieve the footage. I really don't even know how that works because now that the SSD is in the actual drone and can't be removed like the Inspire 2, what do I do? If I can't power on the drone, maybe I can power on the drone still. I'm not sure. If I can, I'm going to rip that footage off of it and put together, hopefully, a really cool, a lot of energy went into this Chicago Cine cinematic kind of edit. So we'll see if I can retrieve the footage, all the ProRes footage that's been on there. And I don't know. It's one of those things too. I'll see if it was as good footage-wise. Yeah, I know. Crazy saga. Always something, man. But regardless, I'm just kind of happy that I actually know where the drone ended up, because I felt like I looked pretty much everywhere. I mean, I checked literally 5 different rooftops, talked to 5 or 6 different engineers, had a friend of mine look at all the Trump terrace tower ledges and roof, and they weren't able to find it. I looked in the alleys, I looked all over it in bushes. I went down another time. I mean, I felt like I combed that place pretty darn well. So again, totally unexpected phone call from an engineer and pretty darn mind blown, honestly. So really, 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 really stoked, psyched about this. I mean, I'm going to document the journey a little bit more tomorrow. I'll probably do a little like video blog kind of thing, a little vlog, and show the whole trip down and the window washer retrieving the drone, and then kind of how the drone looks after this crash in sport mode into a building. Thankfully, nobody got hurt. And also, if I can actually power on the drone. The camera looked pretty mangled. It was off to the side, but again, we'll see. I mean, pretty stoked. I'm really, really surprised. I honestly, today was it. I went down. I couldn't even sleep last night, oddly enough, or sadly enough, because I knew that there was a couple possibilities that I still didn't look at because of these DJI report log things that they emailed me. And again, they were inaccurate too. So they said it crashed onto this rooftop. The whole thing with this log thing with DJI is inaccurate. So they can say what they want about me crashing the drone somewhere. I didn't crash the drone. I wasn't even flying the drone. So regardless, the drone somehow took off when it was in sport mode and ended up crashing into a building, falling onto a window ledge, and now it's just sitting there waiting for me for it to be retrieved. So kind of so close yet so far, but the window washer said he'll get it for me tomorrow for $135 cash. So totally worth it. Grateful. I told him I'd even give him $200 today if he could do it today, just to get rid of it and put this thing to bed. But tomorrow is supposed to be a beautiful day here in Illinois and Chicago. It's supposed to be almost 60 degrees and sunny. So I don't know. Yeah, I know. There's no way I'm going to be able to climb up there. It's pretty sketch. And I'm not going to disrespect the building engineer too at this point. So, I mean, it's as well as it can be. At least the drone has been recovered. I mean, at least it's kind of like, I mean, obviously it's a drone. It's not a person. But God forbid you have, someone who was hurt or something like that. I mean, I could see why people really want to find a body or something like that, because it really does give closure to something. Obviously, this is nothing like that, but I'm just saying, just know it's like losing something. If you lose something, you just want to, or say someone steal my bike, for example, recently, you just want to know who actually took your bike. Like, was it some guy? Was it a girl? Was it a kid? Someone, whatever. It's just nice to know who took it or where it ended up, because it just adds some closure to the whole journey. But yeah, I don't know. Right now it's on a ledge, as I said. The windows literally don't open from the 3rd story to the 7th story. So I was going to go down with my friend who is this metal artist, and we were going to get 6-foot PVC and put some cable and do a little noose at the bottom and kind of grab it. Yeah, I mean, St. Anthony is exactly. Yeah, maybe that should be like the drone channel, St. Anthony Drones. But regardless, pretty cool story. I was really unexpected, as I said. So I guess like my mom always says, hope springs eternal. You never really want to give up with anything. You stay positive and hope everything goes the way it should. And as I said, I sold my Mavic 2 Zoom. I got basically $14.50 for that. So I was going to not think too much about this $11.89 charge, because I figured that Mavic 2 Zoom that I didn't even fly that often would take care of that charge, but at least I don't have to be out almost $1,500 now, because I'll probably end up selling it and I'll probably have to take a little hit when I sell it. But yeah, so yeah, I know, it's crazy. I mean, if I knew it was, that's why one of the reports showed that it was in the Chicago River. Like, I was prepared to maybe go dive, but it really I had no idea where it was. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, it was supposedly going to come back to the home point where I was, but the home point recorded inaccurately across the river. One of the things said it was actually at the building where it was found. Another one, like DJI sent me, said it was buildings like further over. Another one said it was by the Trump. So everything was super inaccurate. It was really, really confusing to kind of hone in on this drone and figure out where it actually ended up. But again, talking to the building engineers and handing them my business card, not only do you network a little bit, but at the same time, they obviously have your info and they remember that. I mean, not really many people probably say they lost their drone or a high-end drone. So it's cool that they actually took the time and energy to set aside and give me a call and arrange a window washer and set up a time tomorrow. So I'll document it tomorrow, guys, and kind of film what's going on and what actually the window washer grabbing the Mavic 3 Cine. But super stoked. That's all I know. I'm really, 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 really happy that I could not have to do the Flyaway thing with DJI and spend a little less money and just get the drone back and hopefully recover the footage so I can throw some kind of edit together. I mean, again, I think I got some pretty epic footage with the Cine, and to me, it's one of those things where I want to see this footage to see if it's actually worth keeping, because if the footage blows me away, I mean, I shot it at 5K ProRes, blah, blah, blah. So, I mean, it should be, I didn't think I shot it in log actually, but regardless, it should be super killer quality. And if it's not, I know for certain that I'm not going to keep this Mavic 3, and I probably won't keep the Mavic 3, honestly, anyway. I'll just sell it and get a Enterprise 6K Autel and just be done. But wanted to give you a little live update and just kind of explain what was going on so far. So right now my drone, let me check the weather. What is the weather going to be? I think the weather is, I'm hoping there's no rain or anything, but it doesn't matter, I guess. I think today we have 30% chance of precipitation. Tomorrow is supposed to be 5% beautiful sunny. So tomorrow should be a perfect day for this guy to retrieve the drone, and we'll make a video out of it. So I'll document the window washer getting it. I'll document him handing it to me and just kind of do a little vlog of the whole situation and how it went down, and show you where I actually physically was in the city and just try to give you a little more insight on what happened visually from where I was at. Because as I said, they were saying that I was going back on the sticks in sport mode and I crashed into the object because I was flying whatever, and I didn't know what I don't know what, whatever. I couldn't control the drone, but I had no control of the drone. I wasn't even flying it. My hands weren't on the sticks. So I had no idea where the drone went, but it ended up on a window ledge. Thankfully, nobody was hurt again, and we will get it tomorrow. And I guess the big thing is going to be if I can actually power on the drone. It looked pretty mangled, but if I can power on the drone, I'll download the ProRes footage, get the refresh started, and that's it. So yeah, I'm going to film a little bit with the Evo. I don't want to crash the Evo, but I'll probably film a little bit with the Evo of the window ledge and what it looks like right now. But I don't want to mess with the drone while the guy's actually doing the window washing thing. I just don't want to raise too much. Like, he's already doing what he does. I don't want to make it high profile. So I want to try to be minimal risk and just do a little iPhone footage or GoPro or something. Yeah, no, I know. I have insurance. I got Skywatch. I just didn't have haul insurance on it. So anytime I'm flying anything like that in the city, in a risky kind of sketchy zone, I'm definitely going to get haul insurance for the day. That's a big lesson learned. Yeah, exactly. I mean, closure is huge. I mean, I was really wondering where it went, if someone took it, if someone had the footage, whatever. I mean, not like it's that crazy of a deal if they did get footage or something, but I just wanted closure on this whole ordeal. So I guess stay tuned until tomorrow. As I said, I'm going to head down around noon to the city. I think he's going to be there at around 1:30, the window washer. So who would have thought a window washer would have had to be in this drone journey with the Mavic 3 Cine Flyaway? But even whatever, so expect the unexpected. He's going to apparently take like an hour to get the drone, but it'll be kind of cool. He's going to be rappelling from like a 150-foot building to get my Mavic 3 Cine. So pretty awesome. I don't know what happened to the Mini. That wasn't my Mini, that was someone else's. So apparently 2 drones crashed into this area. I wasn't the only one. I was just the more expensive one. So yeah, I mean, it stinks, man. There's other people who had issues too with their drones. I mean, everything has fallen from the sky. Autels, DJIs, Matrices, I mean, all kinds of big drones, Inspires. And Inspire 2 supposedly crashed into a building a couple weeks ago and broke 2 panes of glass and fell to the ground and burst into flames. So mine didn't do that, thankfully, but it does happen, and it stinks because we don't want to raise any kind of negative publicity. But thankfully nobody was hurt. Nobody really even knew that the drone crashed. It ended up on a window ledge safely. Got to retrieve it tomorrow, and that's it. But for now, Shaka's out. Peace, and I will check in with you guys tomorrow when this thing unfolds with the window washer. So again, thanks guys for the support. Aloha. Bye.